Naya Rivera's dad just opened up about the heartbreaking final FaceTime call he had with his daughter and why he had a bad feeling that day Naya and her son were out on the lake. Let's get into everything he said. As fans remember, Naya Rivera tragically passed away last July in a drowning accident while she and her son Josie were out on a boat in Lake Piru. According to the report released by Ventura County Medical Examiner, Naya drowned after exhausting herself while struggling to get Josie back into the boat after the two went swimming. Her body was discovered floating in a remote section of the lake 5 days later by search and rescue divers. And now, almost a year after the heartbreaking accident, Naya's father, George Rivera, spoke to People magazine about a FaceTime call he received from Naya from the boat. George revealed Naya called him looking for some advice, saying, quote, "She would always bounce stuff off me, and she wanted to go swimming with Josie out in the middle of the lake. But when Naya told him that the boat didn't have an anchor, George realized that jumping into a lake for a swim was a bad idea." He said, quote, "I could see that the wind was blowing and my stomach was just cringing. I kept telling her, don't get out of the boat. Don't get out of the boat. It will drift away when you're in the water." George, who is an avid boater, told People that he, quote, "had this bad feeling that was just killing me." He recalled their FaceTime cutting out a few minutes later, though he did say he took a screenshot of Naya smiling under the boat's canopy during the call. And within hours of George and Naya's FaceTime call, their worst nightmare became a reality. Josie, who was 4 years old at the time, was found asleep on the rented boat as it drifted on the waters of the lake after Naya wasn't able to get back on. At the time, Naya was missing, but as we previously mentioned, her body was found days later. George told People how he's doing almost a year later now, and he fought back tears during his response. He said, quote, "It's still pretty much a big blur of pain. Almost a year later, things are slowly coming a little more into focus, but I don't know if I'll ever find closure from this. I miss her every day." And after George's extremely candid and vulnerable interview, fans have been taking to social media to show their love for him and his late daughter, Naya. We're thinking of the entire Rivera family as the anniversary of Naya's death approaches, and we'll be continuing to hold them in our thoughts and prayers. For more on Naya Rivera and how the Glee cast continues to honor her legacy, click right over here. Also, send some love to Naya's family and friends down in the comments below. We're holding them dear to our hearts. I'm Ruben Wilson. See you guys next time.